In this lecture, we will study algorithm for equivalence of DFA. We already have studied that equivalence property is decidable for finite automata. In this lecture, we are going to study efficient algorithm. In GATE exam or any other exam, if you have to check whether two given DFA they are equivalent or not, you should use this algorithm. Now, this algorithm works only for DFA. This algorithm will not work for NFA. If you are given two NFA, first you have to convert both into equivalent DFA and then use this algorithm. Now, the logic behind this algorithm is simple. You are given two DFA M1 and M2. If they are equivalent, then language of M1 is same as language of M2. For any string, the processing of the string should end in non-final state in both DFA, or it should end in final state for both DFA. Then only we can say that the given two DFA are equivalent. Now in this procedure, we build a table. In that table, each entry will be a pair of states. In that pair, one state will be from M1, another state will be from M2, and for each pair, both should be final states or both should be non-final states. So we'll start building the table. Now the first entry in the table will be pair of initial states. Here it is A, here it is P. So the first pair will be A comma P. Now we have to check whether both are final states or both are non-final states. A is final, P is final, so we should proceed. For any entry in this table, in a given pair, if one state is final state, another state is non-final state, then we immediately conclude that both DFA are not equivalent and we stop there. So here, right now, both states are final states, so we proceed. Now we have to consider transitions of these states. So consider transitions for 0. A on 0 remains in A. P on 0 remains in P. The pair is AP. A is final, P is final. Now consider transitions for 1. A on 1 goes to B. P on 1 goes to Q. B comma Q. B is non-final, Q is non-final. Both are non-final, so we will proceed. Now AP, this entry is already here. BQ, this is new entry, we have to consider it over here. So B comma Q, we have to consider transitions of B and Q. B on 0 remains in B. Q on 0 remains in Q. BQ, non-final, non-final. Now consider transitions on 1. B on 1 goes to A. Q on 1 goes to R. AR, final, final. Both states are final. Now new state to consider is BQ. It is already over here. AR, this is new entry. So A comma R. A on 0 remains in A. R on 0 remains in R. AR, final, final. Now consider transitions on 1. A on 1 goes to B. R on 1 goes to S. This is the new pair BS. Non-final, non-final. Both B and S are non-final. Now consider this entry AR. It is already over here. BS. This is new entry. We have to consider over here. We have to consider transitions of B comma S. B on 0 remains in B. S on 0 remains in S. BS. Non-final, non-final. Both are non-final. Consider transition on 1. B on 1 goes to A. B on 1 goes to A. S on 1 goes to P. A comma P. A is final, P is also final. Now consider entry BS. it is already over here. Entry AP, it is already over here. So we have considered all the entries in this table. For every entry, for every pair, both states are final states or both states are non-final states. So we conclude that DFA M1 and DFA M2, they are equivalent. Language of M1 is same as language of M2. So this is the efficient algorithm. In GATE exam or any other exam, if you have to check whether two given DFA are equivalent or not, you should use this method, this algorithm. And again, this algorithm works only for DFA. This algorithm will not work for NFA directly. First you have to consider equivalent DFA and then proceed with this algorithm.